797. Back with another video, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Let me put up my um let me put up my thing. What we're gonna be talking about today. I have so many things that I want to talk about, and here go one of them. The biggest topic that we're going to be discussing today will be this. Mississippi teen goes missing after hanging with friends on Ocean Island. His friends don't remember anything. Um, Today we're going to be talking about the disappearance and the alleged um I'm not going to say passing, but I'm going to say the suspicious disappearance and the allegedly suspicious unaliving of Nolan Wells, who is 18 years old, and he was last seen on July the 4th around 3 to 4 p.m. Hanging with his allegedly and so-called friends, which is right here. I'm gonna let y'all see that. Allegedly, these are the friends that Nolan Wells hung out with, and they was together as a group. So allegedly, they went to Horn Island, all four of them, including Nolan, and the three little white dudes that was hanging with Nolan, or Nolan was hanging with them, they came back. But Nolan was the only one allegedly that did not come back from the event, or whatever you want to call it. And they allegedly say that they don't remember anything, which I don't believe 1 second and 1 minute. But first, if you are new here, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you will get notified when I have new videos available. This is another live episode. Like I said in my live episode that I did on the 4th of July, I said I would be making more live episodes because it's so easier. You don't have to do all the editing. You don't have to worry about all the space getting taken up on your phone. If you know, you know. Let's just put it in that aspect. I first got these notifications about Nolan Wells last night. People were sharing them to me on TikTok, Instagram, and people were also posting them on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever social media that you basically get on a lot. And Nolan Wells was in Mississippi. He was from Mississippi. I know I'll be seeing a lot. I apologize, but I will disclose, and I will say, I'm going to give my elaborations. I'm going to give my opinions. I'm going to give my perspectives on how I see this whole situation. And I also will be reading an article, which I have to pull up. This is my note phone where I keep all my notes in and stuff. And I got my tea right here in this cup. I'm running low on coffee, so I had to, drink some tea, which is okay. But we're gonna get this on the road. Maybe I should get the article up and running. And I also want to disclaim this as well. I also want to disclaim that once I made that live, and I think the title of the live was the reason that I would not be celebrating the 4th of July. Somebody's in my life. Someone says, "Man, what do you mean his friends don't remember anything?" Yes, how you doing? Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. They say the friends that he allegedly hung out with, which is right here, they allegedly saying and truly saying that they don't remember anything, which I think is totally BS, which I totally think is a bunch of crap. They know something because either they know something or they had something to do with it. Let's just put it out there. Because we all know once the truth comes out, they're going to say that Nolan Wells, he allegedly died of, he was, end up becoming foul play. Um, Har, I can't pronounce your name, but welcome to the live. Shadow Nova Star, John 3:16. For this is how God loved the world. He gave his one and only son. Okay, thank you. But yes, but we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna read this. I'm read the article, and we're gonna talk about this because this isn't the first time that something like this is happening. I think each decade, each time, when something happens like this, I get very mad and I get very upset because we all know deep down in our hearts, peoples of my community, we all know how this goes. And this is when I say we must check on our brothers and sisters of our community. And this when I say, you know, this should be a wake up call. But a lot of people, they want to say that this is a different time, this is a different decade, this is a different generation. I know a lot of people want to add that in there. That may be true, but it may be a different time, a different decade, a different generation, but we as the community, we need to start waking up and being alert that peoples of other communities, they do not like us. And that's the thing. They want to act like us, but they do not want to be us. So let's just put it in that aspect. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to talk about this whole topic and this whole situation. I'm gonna try to stay on here an hour or however long till I get this topic and everything done. So I'm just gonna put it like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Um, I've gotten a lot of negative comments on the last video that I did when I talked about why I will not be celebrating the 4th of July. And people's basically trying to, come down my throat and basically and allegedly snap on me or whatever you want to call it, giving me so much negative vibes and energy. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I know I should have had all this stuff. I wanted to make sure that I had all my notes and everything. Okay, so we talking about. Okay, here we go. And this the thing how I feel about the whole situation. You want my elaboration? I'm gonna give it right now, and I'm gonna give it a little early. So this the thing. He left. Nolan Wells left with these individuals, and he did not come back with them. Number one, that is a red flag. Number two, you do not go away anybody, with anybody, if you are not sure and if you don't know them all too well. By the way, I don't know the history. Number one, you don't go away with anybody if you don't know them all too well. Number two, you do not, and I mean you do not, lose track of the ones that you left with. Because if you go with them as a group, you come back with them as a group. That makes perfectly good sense. But if you go with them as a group and you don't come back, and everybody else come back, that don't seem right. That's like foul play. That seems like something out of anything. Something ain't right. But we're gonna get into it. But I found an updated article that was trending today. Is basically an update on Nolan Wells. And Nolan Wells, he was from Mississippi and was in Mississippi when this happened. And he was last seen July the 4th. It says, Ranger finds body amid search for Nolan Wells, who vanished on Horn Island during trips with friends. So allegedly and truly, I'm going to say allegedly and truly because I like to cover my tracks. But he was on a trip with his friends, well, with his so-called friends. The friends right here in the background. So, yeah. Matter of fact, let me put another one up. Okay, so here's another one. It says right here, an urgent search is underway for 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells, who went missing after visiting Horn Island, Mississippi on July the 4th. Authorities say Nolan. Hold on. Let me turn around this way. Authorities say newly revealed footage may show Nolan with 2 to 3 people before his disappearance and are asking anyone with information to come forward. Now, this is some very, very, very suspicious stuff. Now, this does not sit well with me. I'm going to say it again. You left with them, you supposed to come back with them. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I know a bunch of people's gonna try to come in this episode or try to say something negative in the comments. And one thing I've learned, being a YouTuber, being a content creator, being a person that allows themselves with the media, this and that and the third, and talk about very touchy topic and subjects. One thing I learned, people is going to criticize you for everything you do. People's going to criticize you for everything you do. People's going to give their honest opinion. People going to be mean about it, nice about it. You know. But I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. I believe they had something to do with it. These individuals, they were not his friends. They are not his friends because if they were his friends, then they would have came back with him and they would have brought him back with them. And if they were really his friends and if he, went missing and if they didn't know anything about it, etc., they would have come forward. The reason they ain't coming forward is because these individuals that are pictured with Nolan, they had something to do with it. And they trying to cover their own asses up. They're basically trying to cover their own selves up. Now let's just be honest. Ain't no need of beating around the bush. Ain't no need of sugarcoating nothing. Because that's the honest truth. But I am going to read this article, this updated article about this whole scenario. It says morning. And what on earth? Okay, is I'm still here? I'm still here. Okay. Uh, a park ranger found a body on Horn Island off Mississippi Gulf Coast on Monday morning. Amos searched for 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells, an Ocean Springs resident who went missing on Saturday, July the 4th, has not yet been identified. Wells, who is around 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds, was last seen around 3 p.m. Saturday on Horn Island, a barrier island 10 miles south of Pasagonia, Mississippi. He went out to the island with a group of friends on the holiday. The New York Post reportedly on Monday morning, the Jackson County Sheriff, John Ledbetter, said the body was found in the water just offshore, off the west-east of Horn Island at 8:45 a.m., and it does match the description of Wells. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department set up a command post on the coastline after Wells disappeared since the weekend. U.S. Coast Guard, Mississippi Department of the Marine Sources, and the Gulf Islands National Seashore Authorities have been searching Horn Island. Wells' mother, Christy Wonsley, wrote in a Monday morning Facebook post that she and Wells' father, Emma Worsley, are not okay. We have so many questions, our hearts are breaking, and keep waiting for Nolan to walk through that door with his beautiful smile. And a joke, of course, she wrote. The rising sophomore is a wide receiver, Southwest Mississippi Community College. The SMCC family is praying for beloved football player Nolan Wells, his loved ones, and everyone involved in the search. The school's athletic department said in a Facebook post Sunday night, Wells was last seen wearing a blue suit, trunks, and sunglasses, and said the Jackson Sheriff Department is urging anyone who spoke with the teenager on Saturday to connect with authorities with any information. The United Cajun Navy Volunteer Emergency Response Organization said it is also helping with searches efforts. Incidents Commander Josh Gill said in a video posted on Facebook that Wells went out to Horn Island with some buddies yesterday out on a boat and was last seen talking to a girl on the north end. Photos posted on Facebook by Woolsey show that Wells on a boat with 3 younger men. The 18-year-old Ocean Springs resident was at some point separated from his phone, which Woolsey said has been returned to her. Okay, so that's all I have on that. So that's the updated article that I have updated at this very moment. So I'm just gonna go off that and just leave it at that. I'm gonna go off that and we're gonna elaborate off that. I think I got some pictures as well following this whole scenario. So hold on. Let me see, can I find them? I don't know. Let me see. They should be updated. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go. Now this is what I just read in the article. This is an alleged, and this is a truthful. This is an alleged, and this is some receipts that I have of Nolan Wells' mama posted on Facebook. So I seen it on social media, and I decided to screenshot it to, just to let y'all know that this is the information that I found and that I did do my research and everything. And this basically will help. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move my chair, and basically I'm going to read this to y'all. So maybe that's what I gotta do. So here we go. It says, I want to thank our family, friends, community, um, urging Captain Navy, local law enforcement, and everyone involved for all the love support researchers over the last few days. His father, our family friends are absolutely devastated. My heart broken for my sweet son, who was also willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul. God took his time creating our son. I ask you to please give me and my family time to grieve. And it says devastating. Family confirms body found on Horn Island is 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Now, I just got done reading the article, and I just got done reading this alleged Facebook post that Nolan Wells' mama just posted with an update. And I'm going to go ahead and be honest with y'all. I'm not going to hold it in. I'm just going to let it be known. If Nolan Wells left with this girl, where's the girl? And why didn't he take his phone with him on the boat? He could have left his phone on the boat somewhere safely. And I said this one time, and I'm going to say it again. If you left with those three individuals, those are his so-called friends while they were on his trip, why in the world did he come back with them? Because I'm going to tell you what I believe would allegedly happen, and this is just me. They had something to do with it, those individuals. This has had to be a setup. It had to be a setup or something. Because ain't too many black folks of my community is gonna too much go to an island where too much water is. Because it's a lot of us in the black community that do not know how to swim. A lot of us is not going to get in a lot of water anyway. I know a lot of us like to swim, but that just does not seem well with me. That just does not fly right with me. And now these individuals that Nolan Wells was with, his so-called buddies, his so-called friends who he went on a trip with, now they saying they don't remember everything. So you trying to tell me y'all don't remember a thing, but y'all can remember when y'all went on the boat. Y'all can remember when y'all went on the boat. Y'all can remember when y'all went to Horn Island, Mississippi. So y'all can remember that, but y'all can't remember the fact what happened to Nolan, why he didn't come back with y'all. That is a bunch of crap. And I'm not buying it. Now, Nolan Wells' friends, family, the peoples up there at the colleges that he went to school with has to deal with the loss and suffer the loss of this wonderful, kind individual. And someone says, "For the Lord is with you, Isaiah." Okay, thank you. Yes, I just, that just not does not seem well with me. I am pissed. I am mad because what these authorities is gonna do, and what these officers or officials gonna do, they're gonna say that it was foul play, and you all know that we are not boo the fool. We all know that it was not no foul play. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all because not too many people want to do it. They had something to do with it. They had something to do with it because you gonna go missing on July the 4th around 3 p.m. Hanging with your friends. Matter of fact, let me put that back up there. Now, this is Nolan Wells, 18 years old. He hasn't even begun life yet. This is Nolan Wells. This is Nolan Wells. So you trying to tell me that this individual, this wonderful, kind, strong individual, young adult, young teen just gonna vanish out of nowhere and go with a bunch of his so-called friends, and he does not come back with them again. If we are leaving in the group, we coming back in the group. If we leaving together, we coming back together. Ain't nobody getting left behind. So you ain't finna sit there and tell me Nolan Wells playing this out and sock this up on his own. Because ain't no word, ain't no way. Because it has been a lot of history and a lot of patterns when the black community, when a person of the black community is outnumbered while going other places with peoples of other communities. I'm just gonna let that resonate with y'all. I don't believe anything that those individuals, that so-called Nolan Wells friends, they set this whole thing up, and I'm gonna say this: they had a lot to do with it. They are the biggest suspects that it is. And now they saying they don't remember anything. How come you don't remember nothing? They don't sit well with me now that all of this has going on. Now this wonderful individual, he's no longer allegedly here. And now his mama heartbroken, his daddy heartbroken, his family members, his friends, peoples he went to school with, everybody. Everybody is very heartbroken, I bet, except for those friends that he went on a trip with. I knew something wasn't right when he was the only black person that was in the picture, and that's his so-called friends. Come on now, we are not done. And this is when I say we must check on our black brothers and sisters. And this when I tell y'all, even though a lot of us in the black community don't want to come together, this is when I say we need to be in our own spaces, and we need to be in our own circle, and we need to be in our own business and stop letting everybody in our diversity, because they don't know what it's like to be us. Like I said, hold on.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You talking to the wall?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, I ain't talking to the wall.
look like you talking to the wall.
Mm-mm. I'll be right back. You Excuse me, y'all. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that interruption, but yes. And this just does not seem well with me. And I will not be okay till we know the truth, till I know the truth, till we all of the community knows the truth. Because let me go on and put it up here once again. See, this is the picture. This is the alleged picture that Nolan Wells took with those three individuals. And this might sound crazy, but it's given it's given so many thoughts and vibes. Because the vibe it's giving me is because, you know, it was the July the 4th, and we all know what July the 4th is. You know, I really I really don't know what to think of this, but I really gonna be honest with y'all. Those three individuals, they had something to do with it, point blank period. And if I'm wrong, I would do another live episode, but they had something to do with it. And they need to work harder, the authorities, the whole team that's over this investigation. They need to do harder, they need to be harder, they need to work harder and get those three individuals or whoever was with Nolan Wells and whoever Nolan Wells hung out with. They need to question all those individuals that Nolan Wells was with or who last seen them, because those three individuals, those are the ones that was with him and that know most of what happened. And this is when I say that I just cannot. This is when I say I know a lot of us can't trust a lot of peoples in our own community, but let's be honest and let's be real. A message came to me last night when I watched a TikTok video. Huh? I'm back, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get ready to end this in a couple of minutes because I think I done said all I was gonna say. And what I'm gonna say is this: what I'm gonna say is this. I understand a lot of us in our own community. Um, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. A message came to me last night when I was on TikTok, and I forgot what the creator name was. Who the creator name was? She cooks a lot, and she can cook very good. She said, she's not celebrating 4th of July. She wasn't gonna be doing no be cooking on 4th of July. And she asked this question, and it kind of resonated with what I did on my video of the 4th of July. And she asked the question. The question was, are we really free? Are we really free? Are we really free? Or this and that and the third, something like that she said. And I said to myself, we literally, some people say we free. I know it might seem like we free, but we ain't free. Because I know our ancestors was not free on the 4th of July. That's why I say Juneteenth is our holiday. Because I had people trying to tell me today in the video that I did, the live video that I did about the soldiers, this and that, fought for our country. Yes, I understand and I respect that, and I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy, but that is not going to change my mind and my opinion, how I feel about the 4th of July. That's my honest truth. So I don't think we are free. We might walk like we free, but we ain't free, because the same stuff is still and happening to us still, like it did our ancestors. But the simple of the matter is, it's getting very, 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 very notarized on social media and in the media. So let me just put that in that perspective. I said what I said, and I'm gonna keep it like that. I know a lot of us say we might not trust our own community in the black community, but we must not trust too many peoples of other communities as well. Again, they want to be us. They want to act like us, but they don't want to be us. They want to act like us. They want to copy our culture, copy our style, try to fit in so much, but deep down, these are the same ones that talk so much negative stuff about us. Like, make it make sense. 1 second. Where's my other device? Hold on, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that's what I feel about that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so that's that, y'all. But did I leave out anything before I shut this episode down? I want to ask y'all, did I leave out anything? Do I need to add something else? But I'm just going to say this. Those 3 individuals, matter of fact, can I pull it up again? Oh, that's me. that's me. Oh, shit. Hold up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm trying to find it. Oh, I can't find it. What did the thing go? Yep, here you go right here. So I'm gonna let that resonate with y'all. I'm gonna let that resonate with y'all. So what do you guys think about the whole situation? Do you guys think it's foul play? Do you think those three individuals had something to do with it? And do you think they're trying to cover it up or somebody trying to help them cover it up? I just want to ask y'all, and I just want to be sure. So please put it in the comments and let me know what you guys think. And I think there is to cover everything that there is to cover. Again, it is confirmed that Nolan Wells was the person in the ocean. He was the person who was identified in the water. Those three individuals knew what they were doing. They set him up, and I will say this allegedly. This might be pushing it. They got rid of him. They got rid of him because they probably figured that he couldn't swim, or they knew that he didn't know much about the place. And I don't believe for 1 second that it was a girl in sight. Because who in their right mind will leave their phone, you know, behind like that, especially going on a boat? And I knew this trip, you know, it something ain't right. But that's gonna be my video, y'all. And if I hear any more updates, I will be sure to do another video, another live episode. But this has been my live episode for DDTS episode 797. Thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and do not forget to subscribe. I really want to say thank y'all. And thank y'all for watching. And I will see y'all on the next one. If I forgot anything in this one, I will be sure to put it and make another video. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Thank you. And y'all have a wonderful Monday. Love y'all. Bye-bye.